guys, I have a pretty interesting story for you. And it's not a joke, but my friend is right over here. He's usually the funny guy. But this video's not so funny. It's not what happened today at school. Do you want to join in and tell them what you're appreciative?
I'm okay. You can go ahead and tell. I'll join in over here.
It was not the best day ever. So this was starters. Me and him couldn't sleep till like 4 a.m. That kind of sucked. And so we finally slept to like, especially at 4 and slept to like 10, so we were both tired. So of course we got coffee. I mean, you got usually anyway. This is, we had to go to school and so it's tiring, but at least coffee helps. But then more stuff. Let's say more stuff happens now. So at first it sounded like a really good day, and then things take a bit of a sinister turn. So I'm not gonna say that I'm not overreacting. I am probably overreacting a lot, and this is not an excuse for how I'm acting. I'm trying to give you more understanding because I have a very short temper. He is thick-skinned though. You can't be mad no one. Just saying. He has thick skin. I got this. You bitch. He doesn't care. He has like the thickest skin ever. Yeah, he I don't know. He's probably fine. I don't know. We don't have that brain of yours.
I had a pretty good day.
I thought.
It's fun.
How it started was, me and him arrived, and it was fine. We just walked around and we saw. This is insane. So, we saw our friend having like 9 months.
Yeah, I'm guessing 9 months.
A long time, and we're just gonna call him Jack. So, he used to come to our school and he transferred, and now he's come back apparently. So we're super excited to see him. Like, yo, Jack, what's up? How you been? Why are you here again? And he's like, oh, it seems like the school he left first because his money he can't afford to pay for it. But apparently the school now is gotta pay less, or it's free or something now. So then, he came back. So we're super excited to see him. Ramping up on a bunch of stuff. And then another friend arrived. We're gonna call him David. So Jack and now David has arrived. So David has been there for 3 months? 8 months? I'm not sure how long he's been over there for.
Like a month.
Yeah, 8 months,
Yeah.
David arrives. They're both really cool guys. And then, what do they call this girl? Karen. Then Karen arrives. Anyone to say that to you? I'm saying. Karen arrives and she always gets out of the car, obnoxious and shit. And, big deal. Was she there before us?
Yeah, she was there.
Never mind. She was already there. Yeah, Ken's already at the school. So then, it's like a self-learning. So we don't have classes. We just teach it ourselves. So me, him, Jack, and David we're all walking around, just talking, chilling out, and having fun, catching up on stuff a lot with Jack. And then, David, he builds stuff outside of school, like small structures, and he had to Jack, that really all was on. It was like basically we call it our summoning pit. It was a fireplace. Like a bonfire area. We call it the summoning pit. No, not even funny. We said we summon in dark matter. Because he's dark matter.
We summoned the dark matter.
Yeah. The one and only dark matter. And, big deal. So, we showed Jack that, yeah, that's cool, big deal. He talks about, what's it called, like, hell racers, hellfires? I don't know what it's called. Something about, like guys who are into space, like, fight giant insects. So, I've heard about it, but I don't actually want to play it. I'm an antiphobe. As someone who has a fear of insects. Specifically insects, and, without fighting giant insects. So, I never played it. Hellfires, like Edison. Anyway, so then,
Maybe Hellraiser.
I think it's Hellraisers. I'm not sure though. The point is, he had that very video game. So then we started, David started, he's like very tough and stuff, and very strong, and he showed us, very cool, but he does that before, but not too much. He starts breaking, his bare hands, he starts breaking cinder blocks. He is impressive. Now, I mean, how can they have it so bad? This is like a great day, and you're having to break cinder blocks? That's so cool. Yes. I had a good day until the end. We're getting to the end very soon. So we all turned to try to make cinder blocks. Of course, I failed. Didn't you make a few?
Like one.
He's pretty strong too. You guys you and David have godlike strength. And it's not David. I just can't. No, I can't put his name on YouTube. I can't be rude. I want to hear the mean YouTuber. So yeah. So then yeah. There's breaking up cinder blocks. I think that Jack and I broke it like 1 or 2 as well. I broke 0.
Wait, did you even try though?
Yeah, once I think. I tried to break it out with. I had one with another one. I had one. I threw out another one and it just bounced off. I remember Henny. So I really found it harder, but I don't scare the dog.
Yeah.
They had a very jumping dog with him as well. Anyway, so then so right now it's good, and there's 2 sheds over here, and then over here, and then around the corner there's a big field, and all the most of the girls are in that field, just sitting in a circle talking, and one of those girls you probably know was Miss Karen. So we're oh, should we play them in Mafia? And I'm I don't know, I don't really want to play with Karen. She's a bitch. Oh, what do you think about Karen?
She's annoying.
Just annoying. He's nicer than me. So and then they're whoa, Carl, I heard you. I heard you curse. Yeah, I tried not to do it. But I've been through some stuff with Karen, and then is it time to get to the hard part? Well, we didn't really move. We had to stay in that spot, and the girls didn't move either. And eventually, they're oh look, they're playing Sprout Tag. So Sprout Tag, how does that work? There's several versions. There's the version where you the classic version works. Everyone's a tagger. You tag someone, they have to sit down. However, and you can go into the last person. However, if you tag someone, say me having that, and say that he tagged David, okay, and say that I'm Jack, and I tagged him. Now he's down and David's back up, like that. That's how Sprout Tag is, right?
Yeah. So if you tags someone, they get put, they sit down.
down.
And then if someone tags you, or like,
the person that tagged them,
the person who tagged them,
then that goes down and the other person gets up. Yeah. So that's so we're doing a bit of a weird version of kind of our own rules. If you tag someone, you're down. But if you're down, someone walks past you, you can still tag them and they're down and you can get up. So that's not classic. That's just how we did it. And we couldn't move around if now we had to we don't leave. We can walk or crawl. We had to leave at them and So we could move, but not a lot. So we can't army crawl and you had to leave, and then we had to stop right and wait till someone. And you can't leave someone who's wait till someone right next to you. You miss, no. Point is say he's right here and I'm down. I can leave to him, but say he's all the way over there, at that pro pillow. I can't leave to him as I'll miss, and you're not allowed to leave if someone's right next to us. I can't leave to him. So you can leave, but it's not having right next to you. So we are playing, and Karen just tapped me out, and they're get Karen, get Karen. And I'm I really want to, but me, I don't start wars. I don't tag someone, and how do I do? I don't go for anyone. I wait for them to come onto me. And Karen might be a bitch. She's smart and cautious. She's not going for me exactly. I might have her once. She was going for him. It was okay. I was debating him. So she started chasing him, or using her. She's chasing someone, and then you mean her, or she's chasing you as her?
We were both chasing.
We both chased her down. She's on someone, and we tagged, and he got her, and she's delayed. I got her, barely. And so then she sits down. We do. I didn't sit. I didn't sit. Yeah, she just sits right now. And she sits down, and I'm yeah. So then, eventually, someone tags me, and she gets up, and then I tag someone, So now me and Karen are both up now. And now Karen is too good to be alone. She has funny alliances with you now. She's too scared to fight anyone all on her own. She has her alliances with a bunch of random little girls. And now it's her and an army of toddlers. And oh my gosh, that. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, Karen, you're so cool and so intimidating. Intimidating? Have you seen Karen? She looks she's a sad little girl needs help. A sad little emo girl needs help. And she's taller. You see her face, she's all I'm so big and bad. I don't even know what to call you. She has black red hair, so we call her Shadow the Hedgehog. He always and Shadow the Hedgehog, the ultimate life form. I know it's not Hedgehog Shadow, he's the ultimate life form. Yeah, the strongest hedgehog. I'm wearing a Shadow the Hedgehog hoodie right now. Yeah, this is him. Gosh, come on. Look, enough. Yeah. You guys see him pretty well, right? Yeah, you always call her Shadow the Hedgehog because her black and red hair. And then, so Jack, he was on to me. This is funny. So he would tag me, and I sit down, and I leap for him and get him. And then this art pissed me off so bad, though. Art pissed me off. So what was that little girl? I don't remember her name. She like was blonde though, and I was going for
Trevor's little sister.
no. She's like I think a green and blue sweatshirt. I was going for Karen and that other girl. We call her Nancy. I remember Karen and Nancy, and then that one little girl hiding and tagged me. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so she tagged me, and I tagged Alice and got her leg, and then she's like, "You're down." Like, no, you're down, and they're like, "No, you're down." Like, for what? She's like, yeah, and I tagged her. And like, yeah, but then you like, yeah, but listen, I tagged her then, and then like, no, he said this, he actually didn't tag her, and then you're like, well, I didn't see it, so it didn't happen. Like, you don't see it didn't happen. What logic is that? What, you think you're God or something? You decide who plays and who doesn't. Yeah, obviously.
Well, she is the ultimate life form.
Yeah, if you added Tower like Shallow would help, but she can't. Like, when did you rewind time and tell her to watch before then attack the little girl? What am I supposed to do, guys? Then like, fine, we'll just say none of you are down. Like, no, I got her. She has me down. That's the rules. However, it's like, no, they're not. Like, no, fine. Just to satisfy your lordly taste will both be up. So the other time, I was not either. We both were up. And then didn't Nancy get you?
No.
I thought Nancy got you once. Or was that Jack?
Yeah, Jack a lot.
Jack got him a lot and got me a lot. I got Jack back, so me and him both hit up. And then finally, this is the hard part. I don't think you knew what happened. You saw it, but you didn't know what attended me. So we're all at a standoff. So, like, here's me, here's David, here's Dark Matter, and on the other side, I know. Here's Karen. What do you call her little sister? Here's Evangeline. And then I think that Nancy stopped playing. There's still another girl, David's sister. We'll call David's sister just Bob. So we got Karen, Evangeline, and Bob. The three girls, and then we're three boys, because I think Jack also left. So then it's there's Karen, Evangeline, and Bob, and then it's me, Colonel, David, and Dark Matter. And we all are like having a standoff, and then now remember, I'm not gonna go and get anyone. I'm waiting for them to come to me. I'm not sure what his plan was. And David got it the same as me. He didn't come to him. So then the girl like, come on guys, and yes, like, I'm not gonna move, right? Wait for you guys to come to us. You know what I mean? And eventually, at like an hour, because they're too wimpy to come to us, I got inching closer to Karen. And Karen, lucky, trying to just notice. I'm like, so then that he's Karen. I'm like this close to him. I'm like this. I hang up. I leave. I get Karen. And then you know what Karen does? She tags me. No. I'm like, no, you're not. No, I did a counterattack. What's a counterattack? That ain't a thing. What's a counterattack? Tell me. Please, guys. You guys know what a counterattack is? Please tell me. I know. I can see you. I mean, like that counterattack. That's not how spell tag works. Like, sure, we need to make our own rules if we're all playing, but we all have to agree on the rules. No one ever said any counterattack until then. If there were a counterattack, she would have to have agreed with me on that, and she didn't. She never told me, no one told me or anyone else about a counterattack until I finally tagged Karen. So I'm like, no, like, why not? Like, counterattack you, like, okay, I'm gonna give you. Counterattacks are not real. Yo, no, they are real. Because that lady said they're real. And look, there's no one there. When you point that in the air. Yeah, the ants have the count after it, obviously. Like, a little bird's like, hey, Karen, do a count tag. Yeah, sure, I'll believe that for sure. Alright, so then, so, son, we're both on, I'm gonna again. We're both on right now. You're supposed to be down, and on top of that, you can't just keep saying we're both up until you finally tag me, I don't tag you. That's her use. You just tag and then the tag, like, wait, oh, doesn't count, we're both up, but this is like the god of the game. Again, God is for the game. So, I keep tagging her, luckily, she keeps counter-tagging me, apparently, and then that counts all of a sudden. And on top of that, I try to tell her, she's like, made me feel like, oh, you're so scared. I was trying to be scared, I had to play a game. And she's like, mocking me. I was trying to tag her before then. And finally, we're all standing again, and she actually, it's not an accident, she didn't apologize when it happened. She actually hit me. I think that's what you missed. When Karen hit me, right? It might be an accident, but she didn't, like, apologize, and she just kept, that happened. So I go to her, I missed, and just right on my arm, just full strength, not only back. Just smacks my arm. Now, it hasn't been an hour before that hand was kind of sore. And I'm like, ow, I flick it up just now. You know? Alright. And I would say, you guys think, shouldn't know this. Yeah, tell me this. Oh, accident. Did that look like an accident to you? Did that look like an accident to you?
Nope.
I understand that you might not, like, you know, in your odds being kind of hit someone. I've done it before too. But in an accident, it's like, oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to hit you. She did not, didn't say anything. She just hit me like, oh, I tagged you. You know, I tagged her like leg at the same time, so, you know. And essentially, we just didn't tag her until she had to leave. I thought I'd rant about it because I was pissed. You want to tell your side of the story?
No.
No. I have like this. I had to get off my chest because short tempered. You know, like I said at the beginning. If you have anyone at your school like this, definitely don't be afraid to stand up to them. She actually is like a bully, a beat up bully. She's gonna beat me up. So, you know, I'm badass. She has beat some kids up though. I try to tell them, but really, when you beat them up, I just happen to not be there. I'll see you sometime. Peace.